All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, straight up energy reading. This is the buck moon, right? So, I sound like somebody who should be carrying a buck knife. So, I mean, whatever, right? It's a buck moon. It's the full moon in Aquarius. It's called the buck moon, I think, if memory serves me, because it's the time of year when the buck's antlers grow the most or some kind of shit like that. Anyway, I don't know. There you go. I have no idea. If you got young children, they're going to grow. They're going to sprout up like a bean sprout. I don't know. This is about reconnecting. That's what this full moon is about. It's the end of it. At this point in the soulmate cycle, it can be the end of a separation phase. And I've got victory here in a pre-shuffle just on the surface. It is about reconnecting. It's about reconnecting with yourself and others, which implies this is very good if you'll wait. Well, you shouldn't be waiting, but if you're wanting to hear from somebody, an ex, and get an explanation, a runner, this jives well with all the energies we've had swirling around. People will want to reconnect with you. It behaves much like a Mercury retrograde for the first couple of weeks of it anyway, few weeks, because people come out of the woodwork. People you haven't heard from in a while, reconnect. You might find yourself researching people you went to high school with. Hey, whatever happened to so-and-so? I wonder what they're doing. Then you find them, right? They're the VP of some company somewhere, which pisses you off. So you Google, how much does this VP at this company make? And Google AI will give you a guess, just so you can feel good about yourself. It's that kind of energy. It's like a reconciliation kind of a thing, or seeing how everybody turns out. It reminds me, the energy reminds me of the end of the Hot for Teacher, Van Halen's Hot for Teacher video from MTV from back in the day. It ends where they put up little notes about what happened to each band member as they grew up and went on. It has that kind of vibe to it. So, what's the pre-shuffle? It's kind of nice. Right? Maybe you find out what happened to that teacher you were hot for. I don't know. 6 of Wands, crossed by the 5 of Wands. We get victory over squabbles quite easily. I mean, this 500-pound cat handles 5 wands like it's nothing, right? We come to some sort of new beginning with somebody. We get past any kind of lies, it's sort of like what you always wanted to happen, what you always wished would happen, this victory you always wished you could have with somebody, you have. Now I'm going to shuffle for the reading, and I'm going to say this energy can also be, if you're one of my more devious viewers, you always wished to call someone on their shit. This might be it too, for some of you. For others of you, this is just reconnecting. Just look at this energy as a reconnection, a chance to reconnect, and a chance to solve issues. If we resolve the issues we have with these people we need to reconnect with effortlessly, okay? It's easy to do. So, there you go. That's nice to hear, isn't it? All right, first card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? Let's find out why the fuck we're here. Here on the buck moon. All right, here we go. All right, you might be able to change that B to an F. It might be that kind of moon for you if the right person reconnects. I don't know. We'll see where we go here. Well, hidden energies. That's an obvious thing. We're here because the underworld is helping you? No. We're here because there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. There's a lot's happened that you don't know about. It could be internal within yourself, but I'm really getting a strong incoming energy, several of them. But I mean, basically I'm pulling on an incoming energy, a soulmate connection you have. There's a lot going on behind the scenes you don't know. And there's a lot working in your favor that you don't know. Someone showing back up was a minor miracle within the energy. All right, I can put it that way. But somebody's also had a bit of a spiritual awakening. I'm not going to give them too much credit, but they have put in the work. It's minor arcana, but it's a decent looking web. Their energy feels pretty good, right? I mean, I can't fault this little spider too much. You worked hard all night. I always feel bad when I accidentally walk through an orb weaver web or something like, oh man, you worked on that all night. I'm sorry, right? It's that kind of a thing. You might want to take that approach with this person. While you'll be able to figure out that they haven't gone through a fucking dark night of the soul and they're all high vibration now, they have put in some work, all right? At least acknowledge that. All right, that's all I can say. Work you don't know about. Maybe work you find out about with that high priestess here. I love the reason we're here as a high priestess. I like that. I'm going to shuffle for the reading now and tell you it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Any information I give you on deer of any kind is my own opinion. You know, you can look it up in the field guides. I don't know if this is the time when their antlers grow. I will tell you to fact check me on that. I might be remembering it wrong. I don't know. I could be remembering that wrong. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't want somebody coming back, he lied about the deer thing. I know. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. It is strongest. This moon's pretty strong for about a month. But first couple of weeks, obviously, between now and the next new moon is a big deal. But you got Lionsgate in here giving it a push, too. And you might remember, if you were watching and not futzing with some dog or something while you're trying to do the video, right? There was a lion in the pre-shuffle, right? Lionsgate's playing a role here. I think for some of you, you got somebody attached to you and it's come up in recent readings, that's getting rid of somebody to come toward you. I know right now I will tell you, for my Leo soap opera followers, because I was so intrigued by your monthly reading, I pulled a little reading last night, just a quick little one card, a crossing card, what's going on with the Leo soap opera thing. That person's got a problem at home that's coming to a head very soon. They're going to, there's a conflict, there's something going on, all right? So maybe we'll pull a Leo soap opera sometime this month. I didn't, in August, I didn't get to it in July. But yeah, there's some kind of big fight. It hasn't happened yet, or it may have happened already for some of you, but something's coming to a head. Oh, here we go. Lionsgate's going to be a big deal for the Leo soap opera. I'd be wise to pull one. But right now, let's focus on the buck moon, shall we? All right, there you go. Knight of Cups, here they come. Right, reconciliation. No, not reconciliation. Reconnect. We'll use that word. It's the reconnecting moon. Right? Wow, your antlers got big. Right? That kind of a thing. You might want to compliment them on their antlers. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Right? I don't know. What comes under that? Nine of Wands. Walls come down. Nines of the end in tarot. Look at that wall. Look at that wall. Somebody can't resist. I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you might research people you went to high school with or something like that. See what's happened to them. Compare yourself to them. That's just human nature. I'm just adding that in because it's human nature. It doesn't make you low vibration or high. It's just people like to do that. I think for you with this, with somebody's researching you, somebody you would barely never figure out is looking you up. Okay? Somehow, some way they're looking you up. And I think what they see, this might be just for one or two of you, I think what they see might bother them a little bit or might hurt their ego a little bit, something along those lines. Just keep that in mind. That's probably for a few of you. It's tied to this Nine of Wands. It's worth mentioning. Everybody matters, so why not tell a few something? For the rest of you, yeah, they're coming in. Reconnecting. Right here's your connection with whoever's coming in. Right here's the 3D energy around this person. Right here's their soul. This is the hidden energy message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection, right? Message to you, of course. Right here's the potential final outcome for you. Your potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one. Why not? Why not? We're going to clarify with the light seer, which has that. Communication. Knight of Swords. Here they come. Right? As soon as they look you up, see you're still alive, they're coming. All right, there you go. I got some older viewers. I know I'm at the age where when I research somebody from high school, I'm afraid I'm going to find out they died. Shit, it's like that's happened at least twice now out of people I've looked up. I'm gun shy on it. Right here, energy around your connection. Anytime you get past 40, people you used to know start dying. That's just the way it is. It just happens. And it's freaky. Freaks you out a little bit. Let's get on camera. Let's get everything set up here. 10 of Wands is the energy of your connection. Yeah, there's some tension that needs to be broken here. It's surface tension a little bit, but one side of this connection is obsessed with reconnecting with you. Okay? Can I put it that way? I'm going to put it that way. 3D energies around this person. The 4 of Wands. Yeah. Somebody can't hold back any longer. Somebody's being lippy in their life. Somebody has all the stuff that they've wanted to say or been afraid to say, I think they're doing. I get that off of this tension about to break here. I think we'll see that when I clarify. In case you're like watching going, that means miserly, Steve. That means they're holding back and they're afraid. And yeah, you sound like that. Okay? I got it. I'm reading the energy, not the card. I don't give a fuck about the cards. The cards are just pictures for you. Okay? Somebody's saying shit. Somebody can't hold back anymore. They can't keep their lip zipped. And they're coming toward you as well. I don't think it's bad that they're coming towards you. I just think they're a little focused, understatement, focused on reconnecting. Their soul is here. It bookends the Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, reconciliation. The soul wants it. I will phrase it this way, the way this reads, right? This is perfect for the 3D energy. These are perfect for the 5D energy. The soul wants what it wants, right? Okay? I mean, it's almost like written in the stars. And we had a star in the pre-shuffle. When a card as powerful as the star shows up in the surface energy of a pre-shuffle, that's a huge deal. It really is, especially when it's bookending victory after a long battle energy on a Six of Wands. All right. Message to you from the universe. We'll clarify. We'll get more. But yeah, the soul wants what it wants. Somebody here is listening to their soul, their heart. And they're not afraid anymore. I'm telling you, they're not. We already had strength in the pre-shuffle, so it's not a big leap to assume that. Okay? But if I'm wrong, I'll get egg in my face. I'm fine, you know. Maybe the person that sounds like that is right. I don't know. You might be. Energy, message from the universe. It's read with the energy of your connection. Messages from the universe. The fickle old gal to you is the King of Swords. Somebody feels like they've got they want to set you straight on something. They want to reconnect with you. Now, don't take that the wrong way. I said this probably isn't all that bad. It's that research thing, right? Imagine they research you. And just imagine this. Okay, just catch my drift. They research you. They look you up after a long time, and you're doing better than them. Right? They want to come. They don't want to think that, you know. So either they want to come in and try to defend their life, or if they're doing better than you, they want to come in and let you know about it, but they'll probably try to do it subtly. Either way, you'll see right through their motives. You'll see right through it. These guys right here, excellent eyesight. One of the best energy reading critters on the planet, no doubt about it. All right? You will see right through it. Now, I said before in many readings, and I will say it again, people lie to me all the time. I rarely call them on it. All right, I'm the human lie detector. I get a energetic scent type thing that goes off when people are lying. It's brilliant. It's terrific. It served me well throughout my life. I rarely call them on it because people lie. Ask any judge, ask any lawyer, ask any doctor, ask any cop. People lie. They lie. You ask them the simplest question, they lie. Okay? So, especially in this case here, if somebody's trying to impress you or impress upon you that they're not a loser, right? They're gonna exaggerate a little bit. You'll see through it. Potential final outcome for you. Read with that. Priestess. Oh, look at that. The reason we're here, the card before the cut, is your final outcome. There's things this person hasn't said. There's things this person's been afraid to say. They're saying these things, all right? There's a lot going on inside this person that they've held back. I suspect you're about to hear about a lot of it, okay? All right, let's see where we go. I've got one, let me just be clear. I got one energy, one main energy here. The Knight of Swords is a singular message. So the universe is giving me one main energy. You're probably going to hear from several people. You're going to reconnect with several people. But this is high level, okay? We're not going to do a reading on someone you used to know from study hall that, you haven't thought about it. I don't give a fuck. Great, they're probably going to show up. Terrific. They manage a Burger King now. Great. Good for them. But this is a high level soulmate here. This person, there's a lot you don't know. And I think they're going to give you the whole story. Okay? I do. And it changes everything when they do. Okay? Ten of Wands. Let's see. Let's see where we go. Let's first get this out of here. Move that over here. Give me some space here, people. All right, here we go. Everybody on camera? Everybody good? That's not spirit, that's me. I'm just moving the table. All right, I need to get the energy straight before I clarify, or straight-ish. Okay, 10 of Wands. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready for this. I like pulling on full moon energy. I prefer new moon energy because it's smoother. Full moon energy is bright. It's a bit like staring at a 100-watt light bulb, like up close, just staring at it. It's a bit of that. So you got to kind of look away every once in a while and let the spots dissipate, a little bit. All right. All right. And with the North Node in Aquarius and the full moon in Aquarius, do I need to tell you how much pressure is there? How much tension is there? We breaking some tension here, people. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, I'm done. Okay, are we done? I'm done. The Seven of Pentacles. Well, what did I just say? This is divine timing. The energy is right for something to happen. Something's lining up just right. You're the right person at the right place at the right time. You're the right connection at the right place at the right time. Well, I just kind of said it while I was shuffling. I said there's a North Node of destiny, in Aquarius, and the full moons in Aquarius. The nodes are the faces of the moon. I mean, it's all lining up here, people. All right, it really is. What's on top? 9 swords. Somebody can't take it anymore. So something's keeping somebody up at night. I know it's not you. I mean, roles can be reversed, but I know it's not you. I got 2 cards want to come out together. I tried to separate them, but they wouldn't. So, okay, fine. 7 of Cups, I got communication and frustration. And I've got confusion, and frustration. Somebody is keeping them up all night. They're frustrated. They're confused. They got something they want to say. There's too much this person's held back. Too much. Now, you might say, well, Steve, this is a high-level connection. I don't know if it's my runner, or I don't know whatever. What if this is that person from high school that you used as an example? How would that work if that was them? Well, just in case it is, maybe everyone thought they were a loser in school. Maybe you called them a loser in school. I don't know. It's keeping them up all night. Should I or shouldn't I? Usually the people who got picked on, who got called losers and this and that and the other thing, have kind of a hang-up about, showing everybody, I'll show them sort of a thing. It is what it is, They either call you up and, brag about what they're doing, or they shoot up a mall. One or the other. I mean, it's just the way it goes on some kind of suicide mission. I mean, it is. It's just the way it goes. This is an energy here where it's sort of it's a reconnect energy, but on an I'll show you sort of vibe. Okay? It's what it is. Take it for what it's worth, but the psychology I just gave you is valid. Let's go. 4 of Pentacles. Be careful who you call a joke. If you're one of my high school students watching, be careful who you pick on. Be careful who you call a joke. Those people, you might be, I don't know, you might be forming a mass murderer in the making. Be careful. You could be on the extreme side. You got to be careful. 4 of Pentacles. This person's been holding back a lot. How do I know? That's heavy. That card weighs about 1,500 pounds. I'm surprised this little rickety table can hold it. All right? All right, let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. All right, 4 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. See what I'm saying? Somebody is very frustrated. I even get the frustration here. Somebody's held it back long enough. They can't take it anymore. She can't take these crows anymore. She's just going to swat these fucking crows. Fuck the crows. All right. What's on top? 8 of Wands. They're talking. Look. See? Remember the person? Well, it's miserly energy and they're holding back. And I said, yeah, they sound like that. I said, when we clarify, we'll probably see that they're talking. Yeah, they're saying all the things they were afraid to say. I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. I said if I got egg in my face, it'd be fine. But I don't have egg in my face. It's all coming out. Everything. Why? Because the soul is on board. The soul is not waiting anymore. The soul is on board. Archangel Michael's sword of truth makes you brave. It makes you say things. When you feel that in the soul, it's flowing. Everything that they've kept inside, all these emotions are coming out. I think you learn something from it. I think you find out some things you didn't know before. I think it shows you something about yourself. But reconnecting with whoever this one person is, It's going to be quite an experience with these energies that are flowing here. I'll tell you what. Now, for some of you, it's an ex or it's a runner, and it's something they'd like to say that they never told you before, and it's all very nice. For others of you, it's some fucker you called a loser in high school is showing up, you know. Before I go shoot up the mall, I'm going to tell you something. You know, it's that kind of thing. It really is. Ace of Swords, why is it here? Let's see where we go. Generally speaking, crazy people are made. They don't come out that way. Devil energy is static energy that attaches. They're not born that way. They're made by their core programming, by the things around them. Right? I got to be honest with you, this reading could be that for a couple of you. But for most of you, hey, it's a soulmate that never told. It's eating at them. They need to tell you stuff. They need to show you that they've improved, that they've gotten better. And you can see that they have, but you can also see that they're exaggerating. Okay? It is what it is. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. All right. All right, let's see where we go. Nine of Cups. What did I say? Rewind. I said the soul wants what it wants, right? It does. It's going for it. This is why all this is happening. What's on top? Justice. It feels right. It's a balanced energy. The sword is running good. It's working good. It's charged up. You can see it's taking a charge. It's ready to go. Somebody here knows what will make them happy, and it's saying all the stuff they've been afraid to say before. Now they're saying it to you, and they're saying it to people on their side, but they're saying it to you to reconnect with you. Okay? I think it's terrific. I think for most of you, this is a very terrific thing. For one or two of you, this is some braggy fucker who's going to come in and let you know that they're not the loser that you thought they were. Just, what did I say? In case you're one of those people, it's just a few of you. Okay? What did I say? People lie to me all the time. People do that kind of shit all the time. Let them. It's not worth it. It's not worth your energy. You don't hate yourself enough, okay, to bother trying to do whatever. Good. You will get nothing but good karma by, letting this person believe what they want, tell you what they want to tell you, and get it off their chest. You'll get great karma because their soul will have a sense of relief here with justice. There's the Four of Cups right there. Somebody here is in dire need of a sense of relief to get something off their chest, to find the rainbow. Somebody here is that their life has become stagnant. Their soul has kicked in. I don't know how else to put it. There's no other way I can put it. There's the world. There's the bridging energy on the Ace of Swords and the soul. Their whole world is fucking changing. The next card out after the world is victory, just in case you're wondering. I'll pull it. I don't care. It is what it is. And these bookend the Ten of Wands. I just took a peek. The Ten of Wands is the next card. See what I'm saying? A dam already broke. And that's what's causing all these things they were afraid to say to come out and come toward you. I think for most of you, it's about love. It's a terrific thing. But I got to do my job. I got to talk to the couple of people. Being the student of psychology and human nature that I am, these types of readings intrigue me. This is great. There's always some fucker that sees that you're doing good, and they want to tell you somehow that they're doing better. And a lot of times, it's kind of funny if you see it. If you are one of those few people, try to find the humor in the fact that they're taking a job that you would be like, really? That's good? And turning it into something through a series of exaggerations and lies into something that is way more than it is. They might be the manager of the local McDonald's, but they spin it like they are running the entire Eastern Seaboard, McDonald's level, they sound like they got an office in an ivory tower by the time they're done talking to you, and really all they're doing is assigning people to the fryer later. It is that kind of thing. You will see through that, all right? I'm not exaggerating much. All right, let's go. King of Swords. I had a kid from high school when I went back from my dad's funeral back to that little town. I had done a lot with my life up to that point. This was only 2019. So it was a couple of years before Steve's Love Tarot. But, I have accomplished a thing or two. And this guy, I'm running into people from the town saying hello, saying hi, haven't seen you in a while. There's one kid, his name was Kenny. That was actually his name. It's not a South Park reference. All the years, haven't seen the kid in 30 years. And the only thing he's got to tell me is he hasn't had a drink in the last 3 weeks. That's the greatest accomplishment in the last 30 years of his life, is that he hadn't had a drink in the last 3 weeks. And I felt awkward. I actually had a moment of, how do I, what? And then he asks, so what have you been up to? And I'm like a fucking deer in the headlights. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I mean, even my last 3 weeks is going to beat yours. How do I say anything without looking like a douche? So I just, I'm not much, man, just whatever. You just do the blow-off thing because there's no fucking way, dude. By the time I get done talking to you, you're going to go home and have a drink. It's just, so you might get a Kenny here, all right? And if you do, my advice will be good for you. Just shut the fuck up, especially if your 3 weeks even beats theirs, let alone 30 years. Unbelievable. So message from the universe. This just reminded me of Kenny for some reason. Cause for celebration fell on the floor. 10 swords. Bridging energy is the healing of the 4 of swords. And there's a high priestess. It's right there. It's why we're here. It's your final outcome. And it's crossing the message from the universe to you. All right? Look, I've dealt with these energies all the time. Even if I had done, I'm the type of person, and I bet a lot of you are too, especially if you're high vibration, or you're an interesting person, right? You're somebody who just, people find your energy interesting. It doesn't matter, even if you've done nothing. People want to come up and try and impress you, okay? They will just do it. They will exaggerate what they do. For a few of you, that's what's going to happen here. But I think that even happens with the love relationship, with the big soul connection. I think somebody exaggerates their emotions for you. And I think you'll have to separate the exaggeration from what's real. In other words, we had a reading recently where I talked about, I think it was the Pisces August reading, where I talked about false promises. They're going to tell you everything you want to hear. There's a little of that here, okay? A little of that. So again, use your discernment here. You've got a lot of power. All right, you've got a lot of power. And this 10 of Swords is read with these 2 cards, confusion and frustration coming to an end. You can bring a lot of healing here. All right, just listen. The owl isn't using the sword. It's just sitting there leaning on him, right? Just listen to what somebody's telling you. Don't try to one-up them. If somebody's trying to one-up you, don't try to one-up them, okay? And just let this person spill how they feel. It's all true. Some of it's exaggerated, okay? And if you're one of the couple of people that get a Kenny that come in here, don't ruin his 3 weeks without a drink by telling him how awesome your 3 weeks were, or what you've been doing for the last 30 years, that kind of a thing. Don't. It's not worth it. That lowers your vibration. Just do what I did. It's the blow off. Let me clarify. Let me shuffle for the high priest. It's the blow off. I don't know, man. Just usual. I was just being whatever, right? I think that's almost exactly what I said. Oh, God, I remember that. That's it. That's all you got for 30 years. It's 3 weeks. Jesus. Fucking Kenny. All right, here we go. A high priestess. Let's see where we're at. It's not my job to ruin his day. It's not my job. In fact, I think I said I'm here because my dad passed away, so I'm here for the whatever. I think that made him feel, then he could comfort me, that kind of a thing. So I'm like, yeah, we're just going to leave it alone. Never mind what I've been up to. All right, here we go with the high priestess. Let's see where we go. Final outcome for you. Somebody here watching might get a Kenny come in. I'll tell you what, wouldn't surprise me. Somebody from high school definitely looking a lot of you up. Whenever that happens, especially if you're in your 40s or even your 50s or 60s, if you got a lot to talk about and they don't, cut them some slack, all right? There's no need to punch them down to the ground with it. The star here. Everything you want to hear, everything you've ever thought about, everything you ever dreamt about, this person may utter off. This is a dream come true for you. It feels surreal that you're talking to this person. Whoever this main person is that's coming in for you, it feels fucking surreal that you're talking to them. You can't even believe it. And again, it's divine timing. Divine timing was crossing here. You're the right person, the right connection, at the right place, at the right time. This does something for you. Even if it's as low level as a Kenny, it does something for you. Kenny gave me a lot of juxtaposition, right? If I wasn't feeling bad about myself at that time, but if I was, I would have felt pretty good. Wow, I guess I have done a lot, that kind of a thing. Compared to Kenny, I've done everything. I built the universe. I mean, it's crazy. But so I'm saying what's happening here feels surreal to you on some level. What's on top? I believe it. How many times, you talk about surreal, we got a high priestess. How many times does it come up? Your final outcome, it's the reason we're here. It's crossing the message from the universe. I mean, this all feels crazy, surreal to me. It's the Fool, and I've got the Six of Pentacles, and I got a bridging energy of the Empress. That doesn't fucking surprise me one bit. I am not surprised. What's underneath the star, just for fun? The King of Swords. I love it. Why is that important? You had the High Priestess here. It was crossing here. You have the King of Swords crossing the High Priestess, technically, fueling the star. And you have the King of Swords leading to the High Priestess, which was crossed by the High Priestess. See what I'm saying? Everything I've told you, I don't need to tell you anything else. Everything I've told you, at least about this scenario here, everything I've told you is valid. All right? Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of things. This person may even, everybody getting somebody who's exaggerating. It's all true. It's just they want to make sure they don't lose you. Nobody wants to lose the Empress on any level, okay? They want to make sure they don't lose you. Now, if it's somebody like a Kenny type thing, or like somebody from school finds you and wants to tell you, I run the East Coast to all the McDonald's on the East Coast, all that kind of stuff. They want to show you they're on your level, okay? Same difference, same type of energy, just a different sort of function, a different play out. That's all. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. It's crazy. I love it. I love this reading. It's nice. All right, 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. What else you want to tell my people before I go pull some wicked voodoo? It's strange. I get all this exaggeration, but I don't have a 7 swords. I mean, I had one in the pre-shuffle. I get it. But on the table here, I should have seen the exaggeration in the pre-shuffle. In retrospect, I can feel that now. But I don't really have a devil. And I don't really have any indication as to who this main energy that's coming in is. What kind of connection it is. So I may dig into that. I also think because you've got multiple people coming towards you, I may pull in the extended on who's around you. Who are the people, one of my who are the soulmates in your neighborhood readings. We'll see if we get, there's got to be at least 3 or 4 different ones. All right, let's see where we go. Maybe even Kenny will show up there. I don't know. Let's see where we go. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Never, ever, ever, energetically, piece of energetic advice before I pull these cards from the bottom, which start with the King of Pentacles. Here on the buck moon. Hello, 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. On the buck moon, which I believe is when the antlers grow the most. Yeah, okay. Little piece of energy advice. It's a mark of narcissists. Narcissists are what are causing a lot of the people who reach out and feel, well, I'll show you I'm not a loser, that kind of a thing. Narcissists puff themselves up at the expense of other people. Don't do that, right? I gave you the example of Kenny when I went back for my dad's funeral, right? I didn't blast him. Really? That's all you've done? That's it? 30 years? You got 3 weeks to tell me? Well, you didn't have a beer. Okay. And what's with the steampunk 1880s mustache? What the fuck's up with that, Kenny? I didn't go there, right? Because I'm not trying to puff myself up by making him feel bad. I made him feel pretty good about that. You should do that here with this person. Don't, even if you can beat whatever they're telling you, beat their feelings, whatever it is, don't, okay? Be cool. Be the bigger person here. Okay, whatever it is, that's what this King of Swords is talking about here. It's what it's talking about over here. All right. King of Swords, or King of Pentacles, right there. There's the buck moon. There's the Magician. And there's the Empress. Whenever you find yourself having a bad day, for example, so you're taking it out on other people, that energy comes back on you threefold. It is terrible. It is the same thing as you being a narcissist. It reads the same type of way to the universe. Catch yourself before you do that. All right? Block yourself away if you're having a bad day. Stay away from other people. Bite your tongue. Do whatever it is you need to do. All right? This is to be a good. There's a lot of information coming your way here. The Two of Wands, Three of Cups, big card of communication. Two of Wands crossing the Magician. These are red, center, left, right. Here's the Empress again. Wow, twice in one reading. It's basically what I said. I mean, I read it all off of this. Can I just phrase it this way? I wish I could title the reading like this, but the channel's not popular enough for me to have clever titles, I don't think. You know? But I wish I could title. If my wish dream title for this reading, let them have the bigger antlers. Okay? Let them have the bigger antlers. Let them tell you their antlers are fucking rainbow. Let them have their antlers. Okay? There's my dream title. And that's really what it is here. You know, it's what I already said before I even threw these. You got a major chance for transformation and to bring somebody back, to bring people and energies back in your life for a resolve of some kind. Doesn't mean you don't end up with this. Oh no, Steve, I want to end up with this person. Okay, that's fine. That's up to you. That's free will. But you get a resolve energy here, and that's very nice. All right. Let's go pull some Wicked Voodoo on this. If you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. All right. Otherwise, I hope this reading was helpful. Good luck.